So let's talk about the Six of Pentacles. This card is all about that really intricate dance of giving and receiving. And it's so much more than just money. We're talking about power, community, and that really delicate balance that holds everything together. It's a really good question, right? And the answer, well, it gets to the absolute heart of what this card is all about. It really makes us look past a simple act of giving and start asking some tougher questions, like, is this exchange actually fair? Is it balanced? So yeah, let's jump in and find out.
All right, so here's what we've got on the agenda. We're going to start with the card's core meaning. Then we'll get into the upright position, the flow of abundance. After that, we'll flip it over and look at the reverse side, which is all about an uneven exchange. We'll also touch on what this all means for your love life, career, and money. And finally, we'll wrap up with the Six of Pentacles advice.
So first up, let's just break down the fundamental story this card is telling us. To really get it, you've got to look closely at the scene itself. It's this really powerful image of give and take. Okay, so when you look at the classic card art, the symbolism is just so rich. You've got this wealthy figure, right? And those purple robes he's wearing, they're not just for show. They're a symbol of his status and prosperity. But the real key, the crucial detail, is that balanced scale he's holding. That represents fairness, equality, and even karma. It's this little reminder that what we put out there, what we give, eventually comes back to us.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Well, this card covers a huge spectrum. On one hand, it's about those really positive feelings like generosity and gratitude. But on the other, it really forces us to look at the power dynamics that are, let's be honest, always there whenever resources are being exchanged.
All right, let's talk about the card when it's upright. When this card shows up facing the right way, it is such a good sign. It's basically telling you that the flow of abundance, that give and take is healthy, it's harmonious.
Yeah, when you pull the Six of Pentacles upright, it is a fantastic sign. It could mean you're in a great position to help someone out, whether that's with money, your time, or even your know-how. Or, hey, maybe it's the other way around. It could be a sign that you're the one getting the support you really need to get back on your feet. The most important part, though, is the dignity on both sides. The exchange is fair, and it feels good for everyone involved.
And I love this because it just perfectly captures the essence of the upright card. This isn't about some powerful person just handing down scraps from their table. No way. It's about reciprocity. It's about that mutual understanding that life, it has cycles. Sometimes you're the one giving, and sometimes you're the one receiving.
But what happens when we flip that card over? Suddenly, poof, that beautiful balance is gone. When the Six of Pentacles is reversed, those scales tip, and I mean dramatically. That healthy flow we were just talking about, it turns into a pretty stark warning about an uneven exchange.
Just look at the difference here. What was a healthy flow upright is now a total imbalance. That wonderful support and generosity, yeah, that now has strings attached. Reciprocity and fairness turns into inequality and power abuse. And gratitude gets replaced by unpaid debts and resentment. It's a complete flip. So the reverse card is basically asking you to do a gut check. It's asking some really tough questions. Are you giving just to feel superior? Are you taking help but in a way that's making you totally dependent? This card can be a big warning about scams or bad debts, or even being stuck in a job where you're just completely underpaid and undervalued. It's a major call to step back and ask yourself, is the energy exchange here really honest? Okay, so we've got the theory down, but how does this stuff actually show up in our day-to-day lives? Let's get practical. Let's see how the Six of Pentacles really plays out when it comes to love, your career, and of course, money. When it comes to relationships, this card is all about balance. If you get it upright, that is a beautiful sign. It points to a partnership where everything, emotional support, chores, finances, it's all shared. You've got each other's backs. But reversed? Oof. That's a major red flag. It's pointing to a dynamic where one person is constantly giving, and the other is just taking. And that, as we know, just breeds resentment and dependency.
And in your career, the difference is just as stark. Upright, it could mean a promotion is on the way, or a raise. Maybe a senior colleague takes you under their wing and generously mentors you. The point is, you feel seen and valued. But reversed, you got to be careful. It might point to a boss who offers help, but you know there are hidden agendas. Or it could be that simple, frustrating truth, you're being exploited and you're just not being paid what you're worth.
Now, for your finances, the meaning is pretty straightforward. Upright, this is great news. It could mean getting a loan you need, a grant, or a bonus for all your hard work. But reversed,
This is a huge warning sign. It's telling you to check the fine print on everything. Be super wary of scams, and seriously, avoid getting into debt that you know you can't handle.
Okay, so after all of that, what's the big message? What is the Six of Pentacles ultimately trying to tell us? Let's boil it all down to the card's core advice for how you can find your own balance.
The ultimate advice here is really to be conscious in every exchange you have. So step 1, just identify your role. Are you the giver right now, or are you the receiver? Step 2, you got to question your motives. If you're the one giving, ask yourself, am I giving from a place where I have plenty, or am I running myself into the ground just to please someone? And if you're the receiver, ask, am I taking this with gratitude, or is this making me feel dependent? See, the goal isn't just to give or take. It's about bringing real intention and awareness to the flow of energy in your life.
And that leaves us with one final, really important question to think about. I want you to take a look at your own life, your relationships, your job, your finances. Where is that give and take feeling a little out of sync? The Six of Pentacles is inviting you, personally, to answer that for yourself. So where in your life do you need to rebalance the scales?
Continue your tarot journey by liking, subscribing, and checking out our books. The link is in the description below. Until next time, goodbye.